Hi, my name is Kate. I'm with the CPAP box. I'm one of the respiratory therapists. Today, I'm going to show you how to use your rented machine that you received from us. You will probably have received your package with a bag just like this. Inside the bag, towards the top of the bag, you're going to have a friendly little user guide, as well as a full manual. With the user guide, it is going to show in pictures how to adjust the ramp time and the humidifier, as well as how to put the machine together. And on the back, it does have basic cleaning instructions. I will be going all over this in detail. In the back of the machine's bag, sometimes it's a zipper pouch, otherwise it's open, but you'll have your tubing, the machine itself, the water chamber, extra filters, and your power cord. On one side of the machine, so when you're looking at the front of the machine, if you turn it to the side, you're gonna see like a little section that has holes kind of in it. There's a cutout in the back. If you put your finger in there and flip it down, you will have filter in there. So once a week, you'll take this out and dust it off with your fingers to keep it clean. You can replace the filter every 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how dusty and dirty it gets. On the other side is where we're gonna put the water chamber. So your water chamber is gonna come like this. It does have a section here where you can put your fingers and hinge open. You'll use distilled water and pour it into the top. Pour it no higher than that max line. You can replace the water daily, and you'll wanna wash this in warm soapy water once a week. So once you fill your water up, it's gonna slide into the side of the machine. To get it out, your fingers kind of sit in the bottom, and your other finger, your thumb, fits at the top where this white kind of grid is, and you hold the machine with one hand and pull with the other. For your tubing, with standard tubing, both ends are identical. Every tubing is going to fit every mask, which will fit every machine. So with your tubing, both ends, again, are squishy. One end is going to fit onto your mask, and the other end, we're going to fit onto the back of your machine here. When you plug in your unit, your cord is going to have two sections. One cord goes straight into the wall, and the other with this block is where you'll plug that in. And then we're going to plug the machine in from the back here. You'll want to plug it into a grounded outlet or use a surge protector strip. There's two menus to your machine. We have My Options, which is the top, and Settings, which is the bottom, or Sleep Report, excuse me. So when you turn the dial, it's going to go in between the two different menus. To get into one of the menus, you have it highlighted blue and you push in on the dial. There's a bunch of different sub menus within this menu. The first thing is ramp time. Ramp time is where the machine's going to start at the low pressure of what is set at normally 4 or 5 and slowly build the pressure up to your minimum pressure over a certain amount of time. You can have ramp time if we have it highlighted blue, push the dial, and we can have ramp time set anywhere from off or minutes, anywhere from 5 minutes all the way up in 5-minute increments up to 45 minutes, or in auto. When we ship the machine out to you, unless the doctor said differently, we have it set in ramp time auto. And this means the ramp time is going to auto adjust every night when you go to use it based on how much time it takes you for it to fall asleep. If your doctor has it specifically wrote out in a prescription a certain amount of minutes, we will set it to that amount of minutes. This is something you can go in and change if you want. So if you're having a hard time falling asleep and you feel like you need it to go a slower ramp up, you're going to want to have a longer ramp time, or vice versa. So once you get it to where you want it, you push the button to set it. Humidity level is the next thing you can control. So if you have blue highlighted for humidity level and push the button, your humidifier can be set anywhere from off, if you turn the dial, all the way up to 8. If you have it off, you can still put water in here and it'd be like a cool passover. If you have it off, you can also not put any water in there. But as long as you have it anywhere from 1 to 8, you need to have water in your water chamber. The lower the number, the least amount of moisture is going to be used and the least amount of heat is being used. So that's less humidity you're going to get. The higher the number, the more water being used, the more heat, which is more humidity you're going to get. So if you're feeling really dry in your nose or throat or mouth, you want a higher number. If you're waking up in the morning with water or moisture on your mask or in your tubing, you want to turn it down to a lower number. So we normally have it preset to come to you at a humidity level of 4. The next one is mask. If you have ordered a mask from us, we will preset this for you. If you're using your mask from at home, you can come in here and put mask, and you can change your mask to whatever mask you have, whether it's a nasal pillow mask, a nasal mask, or a full face mask. So in this case, since we have a full face mask with this guy, we have full face mask set. And push the button. Run mask fit. This is something that you can do at home. You can put your mask on, come in here to run mask fit, and push the button. It's going to start blowing air at a high level of pressure. If the mask is sealing well on you, it'll give you a green smiley face. If it's leaking, like it is on our guy here, it is going to give you a red frown face, and it's going to say adjust. So this way you know you can kind of try to adjust it to try to get the best possible fit for you. Run warm up. This is where when you're going to go to bed, say in 10-15 minutes, you have water in your humidifier in your water chamber, you can come in and hit run warm up. It's going to turn the heater on, start warming up that water. You get humidity added to the air faster when you go to bed. It's not something you have to do, but it's just kind of a comfort feature if you want it. And last is airplane mode. If you know that you're going to fly in an airplane with this machine and you have the ability to plug it in on the machine, turn it on airplane mode. To get back to your main screen, there's this little home button right here. You push that home button and it takes you back to your main screen menu where, again, my options and my sleep report. If we go into the My Sleep Report menu, turn the dial, highlight where it says My Sleep Report, push the dial. Inside here, it's going to show you some different things. How many hours you used it the last time you had the machine on, if your mask is fitting well the last night you used it, if your humidifier is working the last night you used it. And all the way at the bottom, it'll give you options where it says My Air. If you push that button, it'll show you a website you can go to and you can get the My Air app, and it'll give you your own clinical data. So you can kind of see yourself how you're doing through ResMed's My Air. Again, push the button to take you back to the main screen. To turn the machine on and off. So typically when you get a machine, it's preset. If you don't want to change any ramp feature or humidifier feature to begin with, you would hook your machine up to your mask, have water in your humidifier, put your mask on, and all you have to do is push start. When you push start, the screen initially lights up, and it's going to show you your pressure setting at the top. In the circles where your pressure is currently at, it'll show your humidifier and your ramp time down at the bottom. After a few seconds of use, your main screen goes dark and the start and stop button goes dark as well. So you are not going to see lights when you're sleeping with it at night. If at any point in the middle of the night you want to kind of see where you're at or what you're doing, if you turn the little dial, it'll highlight for a few seconds and pop up. When you're done using the therapy, you'll push the stop button. It's going to automatically show you how you did that session of using it, and your start and stop button goes back to that yellow-green color, which again means power but not on. You will feel air coming out of your mask and your machine for up to 30 minutes after turning the machine off. And that's just cooling down the machine. So do not be alarmed if you feel air coming out still. If you see this color on the top of your machine, the machine is off. It's just cooling down. So that is going through the whole setup of your machine. We have further videos if you have questions about specific masks or how to clean different things. You can always contact us via our phone number. It should have come in your package on your bag, as well as our website at thecpapbox.com. Thank you.